Today on Pots and Trowels we're cutting back the asparagus, and that's brought to you with the support of King Seed and Cobra Garden. Hello and welcome to Pots and Trowels. Well, I'm in the veg garden this week where we're still getting lots of winter veg that will keep us going right the way through until early spring. But there's also a little bit of maintenance to do, and one thing that I want to do today is to cut back the asparagus. Now, asparagus is a wonderful vegetable. If you've never grown it and you've got the space, have a go, because those fresh spears that you get from late spring right the way through into the summer are absolutely wonderful and so tasty. You have to be patient because it takes a couple of years to establish, but after that hopefully we'll be picking this for the next 25 years. So we planted the crowns, and the crown is the root with the little shoots and the buds on the top. So we planted the crowns in the spring of 2023. So it had the year of 23 and then 24 as growing seasons, and we haven't eaten any of it yet. So come 2025, Mrs. Fish, who loves asparagus, hopefully will be very happy and be out picking some from the garden or cutting it. So this is what it does. So we all know the asparagus spears that we eat, but once they've finished being harvested, we let them grow and it turns into this wonderful asparagus fern. Really decorative. It looks taller than it is because obviously we're in a raised bed here, but you know, this is sort of at least 5 feet tall from ground level. And what that does through the summer is it builds up the root. It has to establish a really strong root system underground, and that's what feeds all the spears, the asparagus shoots that we're going to enjoy next year. So it's important that we let it do its work through the summer. But once we get to this time of the year, you know, late autumn, early winter, then all the green has gone and the stems are starting to die back. It's naturally a herbaceous plant. It dies back down to the root and grows back again every year. So we can tidy this away now, get rid of it all and do a little bit of mulching through the border. So what I'm going to do, just with my secateurs, once it gets to this stage, as I said, it's done its job, and it's a case of just getting your secateurs, getting in there, and just giving it a haircut down more or less to just a few inches from ground level. And we've got these strong stems like that. So you can see already on this one we'd have got quite a lot of asparagus off that had we picked them, but by allowing them that second year to establish the root system, you do get wonderful crops thereafter. So it will be worth the wait. So it is literally just going round, cutting them all off down to ground level. So I'm just going to do one more and then I'll show you what we're going to do with them. So, got rid of them. Now these are great for the compost heap, but as they are, you can't get them into the compost heap. So what I'm going to do is shred them, and they shred really well. So I've got the shredder here. I'm going to put my gloves on because sometimes these are just a little bit prickly, and feed them through it. So this will chop them up, and then we can add the contents of all this chopped up asparagus in compost. I'll show you how that chops up. Before that, I've just noticed that of the plants, we've got 10 plants in here, and one of them is producing berries, as you can see just here. The reason for that is the plants I've got are hybrids. They're all F1 hybrids, which are stronger growing plants. But occasionally you get one that is a berrying form. So the non-berrying are the male plants, and this one is a female plant. So it's not a problem. Sometimes the plant isn't as strong, but in this case it looks just as vigorous as all the others. It will still produce lovely spears that we can eat, but what we don't want are these seeds going all over the garden, because they do seed prolifically, and they will probably bear more female plants anyway. So they will all be chopped down and all shredded and composted, and we'll just keep that growing as normal in the future. But if you do get berries on yours, don't worry about it. It's what they do occasionally. Now here we've shredded some, and let's just take this down and show you what it shreds like. As you can see, chops it all up really fine. So that on the compost heap, mixed in with a few of the last of the autumn leaves and any weeds we're getting out of the garden, will heat up and rot down and make compost for us next year. So for the next hour or so, I'm going to be busy chopping this down, shredding it, and then the bed will be cleared. We leave it over winter, and then come the spring, a little bit of maintenance. We like to mulch it, feed it, just to get it growing again, and then we can enjoy the fruits of our labour and that long wait for 2 years to taste our first asparagus. There you go, that'll rot down over the winter. So thank you for watching, and remember, all the videos that we've done you can find on YouTube. And if you're thinking about growing some asparagus in the future, have a look at King's website, because you'll see they've got lots of different varieties that you can get from them to plant in the spring. We'll be back again next week, so until then, bye.